The controversial blogger Lord Mutai, whose real name is Abraham Kiplagat Mutai, has withdrawn a case he had filed before the Court of Appeal seeking to stop Third Way Alliance party leader Dr. Ekuru Aukot and 5 other candidates from contesting in the October 26 repeat presidential poll. Mutai had initially argued that the inclusion of Ekuru in the repeat presidential poll was unconstitutional. But in a surprise turn of events, this morning, lawyer Anthony Gitonga told of Court of Appeal judges Al-Nashir Visram and Martha Kome, as well as Wanjiru Karanja, that he had received instructions from Kiplagat to withdraw the application in its entirety. Attempts by lawyer Nelson Harvey, who had initially represented Kiplagat, to have the case continue as a matter of public interest, despite his client having changed his legal team, failed. The judges agreed to withdraw the case, with the petitioner asked to bear the costs. Let's now speak to our reporter Patrick Amimo, joining us from our city centre studios. Amimo, you've been keenly following this particular case for us. Many are smelling some mischief in this sudden change of tune there by Abraham Kiplagat. What more can you tell us on this?
It's something that really caught, I think, lawyer Nelson Harvey by surprise, because initially he'd come to the court in the morning expecting to represent his client, but then we saw Anthony Gitonga plus Evans Lagat come and say that they had instructions from Benjamin Kiplagat Mutai to represent him. And this particular matter, the judges tried to look at it and see whether Kiplagat was present to clarify, but then apparently Kiplagat was not in court to clarify whether he had changed the legal team. So after that, the judges did rule that Gitonga was on record. He will be the one who will be representing blogger Kiplagat on this particular matter. And now, when it came to the turn of Gitonga, he did indicate that he had instructions from his client that he has to withdraw the case in its entirety. Though Harvey said that as the initial lawyer for Kiplagat, this was a matter of public interest, and he felt that it had to be prosecuted. The same sentiments were shared by the lawyers representing ODM. We had also who said that this matter was of public interest and it had to continue because ODM was party to this particular petition. But then the judges said that they have to uphold the petitioner's prayer, which was that the case has to be withdrawn. Michelle?
All right, so Amimo, is this a clear indication now, just 6 days to the election, that all the presidential candidates will be on the ballot?
From the look of things, based on this particular case, which had sought to block the 5 others from participating, and under the petition has withdrawn, then it means that Ekuru and the 5 others don't have a case that is blocking them. As per this particular case, they can still have their name on the ballot paper. And we saw the Attorney General come before the court and say that this matter was happy about the withdrawal, saying that it was the petition was frivolous and vexatious, and it was just a waste of the court's time. So he really applauded the withdrawal by the petitioner Kiplagat, but despite a strong opposition from the ODM lawyers and also Nelson Harvey. But then, this is not the only case that is before the court touching on the October 26th election. We have 13 other cases. Remember, tomorrow we'll be having Haron Mwau, who has a petition also seeking this particular interpretation, because according to Mwau, he says that the Supreme Court of Kenya had ordered a fresh election, which would have necessitated fresh nominations. So, according to him, by the IBC deciding to just go and have those candidates who participated on August 8th on the ballot paper, he says that was wrong, and IBC had breached the Constitution. So, Mwau's case will be heard tomorrow before the High Court, and it's a matter that will determine this particular. It has a bearing on the October 26th election, which is next Thursday. So, there are at least many other cases before the courts, which are also trying to touch on the candidature, both on the election, 26th October election, and also those candidates who have been cleared to contest. Michelle?
All right, many thanks. That is Patrick Amimo joining us from our city centre studios there with an interesting update. Controversial blogger Abraham Mutai there seeking to withdraw his petition in a case challenging the participation of Ekuru Aukot and 5 other presidential candidates in the repeat election. More on that coming up on the second part of